Alright, welcome to our pre-New York live stream. Alright, welcome to our pre-New York live stream. Okay. Alright, so for this week we will be doing our live slightly earlier. Alright, basically we will be doing the pre-New York lah. Alright, because I do have some stuff, some errands to do for this week. So we'll be doing it slightly earlier. Alright, just get ourselves prepared for the New York session open. Alright. Okay, so let's just start monitoring gold. Basically not monitor. Mark out the charts for gold, GBP, USD, which is the two main, and we'll hop on to other currencies. Alright, we'll see what we can get out of the market today. Alright, so I will give you the direction of what I'm looking at basically for gold and GBP USD, and also the other currency pairs including WTI and also US 30. Alright, so you guys would know what I'm looking for, right? So something, for example, let's say we are looking at a buy for a certain pair, right? So what you need to do is when you have something like this, right? When this price starts to retrace, you just mark your fib from this low to this high, all right, and then you look for any demand area. If for buy, you look for any demand. If it's for sell, you look for any supply. All right, so let me just draw two of it. All right, example like this. All right, okay, so something like this. All right, so this is for buy, this for sell, right? When you see something here, like, you know, this is a break, right? As well as this one. All right, it's a break. Okay, when we have this break here, all right, we mark our fib, right? Continue trading this until it starts to retrace. All right, so when it retrace, right, same goes for this. When this retrace, we look for any demand area. If we are buying any demand that is below the 50%, right? For example, maybe we have one here, maybe we have one here, right? And same goes for sell. When this starts to pull back, anything above the 50, right? So for example, maybe we have something here, maybe we have something here, right? Or maybe just like on the border of the 50, right? Maybe something like this, right? Same goes for this one here. All right, let's just say we have something like this. All right, so what you need to do is, as soon as you saw all this, right, let's say you're using the 15-minute. All right, if you're on the 15-minute, when this buy taps into this zone, all right, what you do, you hop on to the 1-minute time frame. All right, so 15-minute is your big time frame, and then your 1-minute is your smaller time frame. All right, so for buys, basically when this comes down, right, when the price is coming down on the 15, when it tap into your zone, right, for example, let's just say this is our zone, right, this is our 1-minute chart, right, the price will be coming down like this, right, it will create a downtrend movement. All right, the moment it taps in, all right, this is your 1-minute already. All right, it taps into your demand area. What you do, you just mark the previous high. When this break happen, right, when these breaks happen, okay, what you do is you mark out this high here. All right, you mark this high. What you're looking for is a change of character, right? So basically you want this price here, all of a sudden it goes up, breaking this high. All right, when this happen, you have to trail this entry, the movement. Basically you take a fib from this low, right, continue trailing until it starts to retrace, right? So what you do, you can place your entry either on the 0.5 or the 618, either one. I usually go for the 618 because it will have a better risk to reward, right? And then we put our stops this low here. All right, if it's for gold, I give 15%, 15, not 15, sorry. If it's for gold, I give 15 pips extra. So if this is 27 pips, if it's 15, then it will be 42 pips in total. All right, 42 pip stop. And this one, the TP, what you do is basically this is your 15-minute, right? Your entry will be, let's just say somewhere here. All right, it's a very tight entry, right? And then maybe your stops is somewhere here. What you do is your TP, you go to the 15-minute high. which is here, right? So you have like a 1 to 3 risk to reward. All right. So this is what you should look for gold. All right. Not only for gold, basically for every trades that we will be taking. All right. And if it's a sell, this is a sell, right? This one taps in. Okay. You hop on to your 1 minute, right? So for example, we have a supply level here. All right. 1 minute will be doing this, right? It will be going up. All right. Taps in. The same thing before this break, right? What is the lowest? Basically, before the break here, before the break of this price, right? What is the lowest? This is your lowest, right? You aim for this low, and as soon as the price breaks below, you pull a fib from here to here, entry on the 618, stops covering the high. Gold, you give extra 15 pips. Currencies, I usually do 3 pips, alright? And then this TP, the same thing, you target at the 15-minute low. Alright, so this is what you guys should look for, alright? But of course, if let's say I do have the time to look at the chart, I will give you guys the signal if I'm looking at the chart. Alright, okay, so let's start by analyzing. Alright, so gold yesterday, what I said, I was waiting for a sell at about this level here, right? About 10 o'clock, it did tap into this level, but I wasn't looking at my chart already, right? So definitely I missed this opportunity. But if you guys actually followed my live, you would have gotten this, right? So if let's say we hop on to the 1 minute, let's just see where it happened, all right? So moving on to the 1 minute, it will be here, right? We has this tap in here. Alright, so when this price taps in, right, you can assume as this is a break here, right? You can use this as a break, right? And the lowest point would be at about this level, right? And which there's something happened here, right? A change in the market structure, right? So what you do, you get your fib. Alright, this one probably you will have already not gotten the trade because why I said so. Right, I just give you guys an example, right? 0.5, it did not come back, right? You continue trading this guy down, it did not come back at the end of the day, right? It did not come back, right? So when we have this level here, it retraced, right? And we have a new break here, then this is not valid, right? So this is very conservative, all right? I will show you a much more aggressive entry, all right? So basically, you guys know 15 minutes, this one wasn't mitigated, right? So when it taps in, you can be as aggressive as you want, right? We have this tap in. So what you need to look for is the previous bearish candle, the low, all right? Which is the lowest point, which is here. So yeah, bullish, sorry, because this is a bearish candle, right? Basically, it taps in, you need to look for the previous bullish low, which is this one, right? You take this low here. As we can see, we have a change of character here, right? This candle broke below this level. So what you do, get your fib from here all the way to here, all right? And this guy started to retrace, right? Straight away place your sell at the 618, all right? Stops here. This one you will never, definitely you're not going to get stopped out, right? 21 pips, additional of 15, all right? 15 would be 36 pips in total, all right? So you can see how sharp this entry was. All right, going back to the 15 minute, like I've said, we target the low of the 15, right, which is here. It did not go as far yet. Okay, it's still running. Okay, if you look back to the 1 minute, basically you gotten about what from this entry all the way here, you gotten 153 pips profit, right? This is like how many, what's the risk to reward here, right? We have 1 to 4.29 risk to reward, right? Which means if you lose $1 on this trade here, right, from this entry to the stop loss here is $1, all right? Then from here to here it's $4 gain, all right? So that's what you guys need to look for, all right? But right now for gold, all right, if I'm looking back on the 15, right, it's definitely, for me, it's still a downwards movement, right? Why do I say so? It's because on the 15, in order for this to change direction moving upwards, right, it needs to break this price here, this level. All right, so if you look on the hour 4, all right, hour 4, like I've said, right, basically last week, yesterday we have this break here. All right, yesterday candle broke below, indicates that hour 4 it's a downwards movement because it broke below this price. Okay, so we'll be actually looking for sells on the hour 4, but anything that is below the 50, if we are selling, we are exposed to higher risk. All right, so we want to sell anything above the 50. All right, but not forgetting that if 15 minutes gives us an opportunity, right, why don't we take it, right? But of course this one I missed it. All right, so if this price were to come back up, all right, I need the price to take out this liquidity here, all this level, right? So why I said that is because people may be placing sells about, you know, let's just say at about somewhere here, right? People will be start to placing sells here, right? Because we have a rejection once here, twice, and the third time here, right? We have 3 times rejection. So when people comes up here to take a sell, all right, what I mean by getting stopped out is the market will tend to take out all the people that place their stop losses above of this price, right? They tend to take out all the sellers early, and then only starts to dump. All right, so I want to see this happen. All right, I'm not saying that I want people to lose their money, but this is what I want to see. All right, regardless candle body or the candle shadow above this line, as long as the candle body doesn't break out of this zone, right, doesn't break this high, then I'm fine with it. On the 15, I will still be taking a sell. All right, so that is what I'm looking for gold at the moment. All right, so just bear in mind, 15 minutes we are still selling. You guys can still use this zone. You can be aggressive if the price comes in without taking out this, right? You can still take your entry if it's given you then put the confirmation, right? So depends on how aggressive you want to be. All right, so 15 minutes on gold we are selling. All right, okay, let's hop on to GBP USD. Okay, so GBP USD yesterday, when I took this buy, I did not expect this guy to go all the way up in total of 110 pips, right? A total of 110 pips here at this high, right? 110 pips. I did not expect this to happen, right? But I got what I wanted, which is at this high, right? I hit my TP at this high because my stop is very tight. I have a 1 to 2.3 risk to reward, if I'm not mistaken. All right, and then this guy started to crawl all the way up, breaking highs and highs, right? When we have this break, it did not come back to the 50. We couldn't take a trade. Came here, and then it did not give a proper structure here. But yes, we do have a BOS, and then we do have a change of character, indicates the price is coming down. Right, so on the 15, on GBP USD, I'm looking for sell. All right, why I'm not looking on the hour 4? All right, I'll tell you why. Hour 4 is also a sell, right? But we need the price to come back to this zone here. All right, so if let's say we were to mark our fib to get our supply level, anything above the 50, remember? So this is the 50 line. All these are below the 50. All right, we're looking at sells at about this level here, and also this level, right? That is why I have 2 zones there. Okay, but I will try and see if we can get a sell below the 50, right? Slightly aggressive. We may be stopped out, right? We don't know, but we'll see how this reacts first. All right. Basically today in the afternoon, we have this change of character, indicates that the price is coming down. I was actually expecting this guy to go even higher before it dumps, right? But on the 15th, it shows this break here. So I have my supply here, 1, right, which is above the 50. I also have about this level, right, wasn't mitigated. This one is already being mitigated here, this candle, right? The candle has stepped in before. Okay, and of course I do have this one here is mitigated as well. Okay, and this one, this sucker, this guy, right? This guy broke below, wasn't mitigated. All right, so I'll remove this one. Okay, this two is our priority, which is not being mitigated, right? This one is mitigated already. what is mitigated, basically, this is our supply. Price has stepped in and then dumped. All right. If this one has been tested, which means it doesn't mean that it's not valid. It's still, we can still use it, but we have to be a little bit more safer, right? Be a little bit more conservative, right? So here we don't have the tap in, so we'll wait until we see a tap in on GBP USD before we start taking a position to short this guy. All right. Okay, so this two main pair is done. All right, let's hop on to Euro AUD. Okay, let's start by analyzing it. All right, hour 4 indicates the price is heading upwards, right? Heading upwards because I have this zone here and the price has stepped into my demand. Okay, so looking at the 15-minute, I need a confirmation before I can start taking a buy. All right, so you see this long candle. Basically, this is the morning one, 9:30. If we look at today's fundamental, we have the CPI for the Australian. Right, that is why we have this long candle, which is the positive for the Australian dollar. So Euro AUD dump. Right, so in order for me to take a buy on the 15 here, basically what I mean by that is entry on the 15. Right, it's going to be a long wait because we need this price here to be taken out. This top one here. All right, we need this one to be taken out. So what instead I'm going to do is we have a tap in, right, on the 15. All right, if you're going to be a little bit aggressive, the tap in here before the tap, which is our last bullish candle, which is this is the one that we are looking for. All right, but if we want to be more conservative, what we do is, what I want to see is basically, because we have a retracement here on the 15, right? If this price managed to break below, okay, then indicates that the market is coming down on the 15, and then all of a sudden this guy starts to reverse, right, breaking this high again, right? So when it breaks this high, we know that it's a buy momentum on the 15, right? That means everything is playing along with us already, right? The card is on our hand, right? So when we have this, it breaks below, closes below, and then it breaks above, closes above, and then we have this. And let's say from here it starts to retrace, it's something that we will be taking 100%. All right, because you definitely will have some demand area about here. Then we hop on to the 1 minute and we'll take that entry on the 1 minute. All right, so Euro AUD at the moment, it's playing out quite nicely, but I would want to see this break below. All right, I want to see this break below. Without that break, then basically we'll just have to be waiting for this level, or eventually at about this level to indicate that the market is shifting, right, heading upwards. All right, then we can look for an opportunity when it comes later. All right, so moving on to USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD on my hour 4 is definitely a downtrend, right? It's coming down. Okay, on the 15, it shows the price is going upwards. All right, so I have this zone right now. I'm just waiting for a proper retracement. All right, I'm waiting for a proper retracement. Where we can look at is basically here, as our demand wasn't mitigated. If you guys can see it, breaks. This one didn't mitigate. All right, this one is mitigated already. We can see it clearly, and of course, eventually at about this level, which is also being tapped in already, but we still mark it out first. All right. So for now, if I'm assuming this is my high, then definitely this too is going to be my demand. All right, so we'll see how this play out for us on USD CAD. Okay, Euro USD, let's look at hour 4. Okay, hour 4, finally we have waited for this to break. It did break above, and currently the price is retracing. Right, on the 15, on the hour 4 we are looking to buy, on the 15 we are also looking to buy at the same exact range. Okay, so we'll see how this goes before we actually take any position. We just want to monitor Euro USD a little bit more. All right. Okay, looking at AUD USD, it's a sell. All right. On the hour 4, it's a sell. On the 15, the price is going up. right? So like I've said, I don't have a confirmation, right? This is exactly same as Euro AUD, right? It's the same as Euro AUD. The only difference is Euro AUD we are selling, and this guy, with this one we are selling. Euro AUD we want to buy. Alright, so this guy is coming down. I want this to break above and then create another structure for me. Then I can start shorting this guy. Alright. Okay, let's look at NZD JPY. Alright, on the hour 4 we are selling. This one is done for. Right, this zone has been tapped in. So we hop on to the 15 minute. Okay, let's see what the 15 gives us. Okay, I haven't marked it out yet. This was yesterday's zone. Okay, so we have a BOS here. A break of structure indicates the 15 minute price is moving upwards. Alright. And then we have another break at this level. Right. Candle closes above. Alright, so then this is going to be our low. Alright, this is our low. So NZD JPY, it looks interesting because like I've said, hour 4 direction is coming down, and this is our last final supply zone. Right, on the 15 minute, basically our range is from here, right? It's a buy range, right? So what we want to see is this price to break below. Okay, when this breaks below, then we have a change of character on the 15 minute. Right, so when the change of character happens, we wait for a pullback, comes to our supply on the 15 minute, we hop on to the 1 minute to take an entry. Alright, so this one looks a little bit promising, but I'm guessing we will be waiting for a bit. But not forgetting, this is a yen pair, right? Because we don't know when the BOJ is going to release their statement. Because if, like I've said, right, I think 2 weeks ago, the yen is getting weaker. It has been at the lowest for the past 10 years, right? So I'm guessing intervention from the BOJ will happen very soon. Alright, so it's a yen pair. So let's just be a little bit more cautious, okay, before we do anything with the yen pair. Alright, okay, AUD JPY. Basically, on my hour 4, we have a break above, which indicates change the market structure on hour 4. Alright, so all these are not valid. Alright, so this is going to be a buy for now. Alright, it's totally opposite with the New Zealand yen. Alright, New Zealand yen we are selling, but Australian yen we are buying. But we'll see how this goes first before we do any action. Okay, EuroCAD, it's a downwards momentum. Alright, it's downwards momentum on the hour 4. So 15 minute, basically we have this range here. Right, so it is very, very obvious that our only demand area is here. Right, this is our only demand. Alright, so I'll wait for this demand to be tapped in, because if we look closely, it wasn't mitigated here, right? This candle is the one that breaks. This candle breaks, this one pumps straight away. Comes back, it did not even tap in. Okay, so we'll look into this when we have the opportunity. Alright, in the meantime, if you guys got any questions, right, you can just pop it up on the comment section, right? Okay, EuroCAD hour 4, we are selling, right? But on the 15th, we are buying, right? It's the same exact thing as hold on a minute. Right, okay, so this is EuroCAD just now, right? Sorry, hour 4 we are selling, on the 15 we are buying, alright? On the 15 we are buying. So basically this is our final zone lah. Alright, so we'll just keep an eye on this and see how this goes. GBP JPY, I've just seen it, it's still in this range, alright? So I'm not taking any positions, I'm going to ignore this for now. Right, USD JPY as well, you don't see a strong movement, right? If only when there's news. When there's a fundamental news for the US, then it happens. And all these long weeks are basically news impact. But I don't like all this kind of movement, right? So I'm not going to even attempt to look at it. All right. CAD JPY, this guy is going even higher, right? Well, basically, CAD yen, it's a buy momentum, right? Euro JPY as well. Euro JPY is also a buy momentum for now. Right? Only New Zealand yen is the one that we are selling. All right. Okay, let's take a look at WTI. WTI is a buy. If you're looking on the 15, it's a sell. All right, on the 15, it's a sell. We'll be selling somewhere about here. It's not reached our level, so we're just going to leave it as this. Okay, US 30, we are buying it because we have a break here, right? We need this to retrace on the hour 4, right? On the 15, it's also a buy momentum because it's the same as the hour 4. This one breaks above, right? So this one is going up. So we need this to retrace before we can start buying, right? For now, I think we can just currently focus on GBP USD because this one we might be able to take an entry if it gives us what we are looking for. All right. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to just pop it up. Just give me your questions, throw me your questions. All right. And I'll answer it for you guys if it's possible. All right. So for now, GBP USD, I'm still waiting for this guy to tap into the zone that I'm looking for sell. Right? It's either going to be this zone here or this zone. All right, or maybe this one. Either one of these three. This one is mitigated already, so we'll be playing it safe a little. All right, let's not just rush into it. Okay, if we don't get any trades today, probably we'll get something tomorrow or on a Friday. Right, no matter what, the market is always there. All right, it will not run away. Right, so don't because of just you want to earn a couple bucks, right? Then you take a risk without any confirmation just to rush into it and getting a trade out of it, right? You guys got any questions? Any questions that you guys want to ask me? If there's no questions, would you give me a minute? I need to go and grab my drink. All right, I'm back. Okay, so at the moment right now we don't see any possible entries. Alright, I'm still waiting. Alright, so I just, it's something that we shouldn't have missed, right? Because it's the one and only gold trade that we will be getting, right? Because like here we only got this like last 2 weeks ago, is it? Oh no, this is last Friday, right? We got this on last Friday. And then Monday there's no trade for gold. Even yesterday, right? So yesterday supposedly this is our opportunity, right? So I apologize for this, right? Because I wasn't facing my chart at the moment. I wasn't in front of my computer at the moment. So uh, I'm not sure why I did not set an alert, right? Because when I check back my history, I have an alert for a different pair and it wasn't gold, right? Because when I was doing live, right, the price on gold was about this level here, right? At about this level here. When this happened, the news happened, this guy actually pumps, right? Like I said, because yesterday at 9:45, we have the news, we have a PMI news for the US, right? This one here, right? We have this thing which is bad for the US, right? Very obvious, right? So that's why here this sucker start to pump, right? It pumped and this candle tapped in and it just rejected instantly, right? This drop alone, right, on the 15-minute candle, 4 candles in total, which is equals to 1 hour. It's a total of 175 pips drop, right? With our confirmation, we got it about like 150 pip drop, right? It's a 1 to 4 risk to reward, right? So something that we shouldn't have missed, but we missed it, right? But if any of you guys have been with me on my live all this while, you guys would know what I'm looking for, so you may be able to catch it. So if you guys caught it, then congrats to you guys. But for me personally, I did not get it. All right. Basically, yesterday I only got GBP USD trade, which is this one only, the one and only trade that I got, right, which hit the full TP. And unfortunately, I missed out on gold. Right, the one and only pairs that a lot of you are interested into trading, right, which is gold, and I missed it. So yeah, so today we'll see if we can see something. All right, if we get anything today, then definitely we'll be taking it. Okay, otherwise if there's none, then we'll try and focus for tomorrow. All right. NZD JPY, even though on the 15-minute it shows us that we can buy here, right? This sucker has gone, right? But if you look closely, it did not even tap into the demand area. Let me just mark it out, right? This is the demand, right? It's not mitigated, right? This candle is the one that breaks it. It wasn't mitigated yet, but it has already left, right? So something like this could happen, right? From here, the price dumps, right, showing you that it's going to break. Before the candle closes on the 15th, it rejects, right, and then it only gives you a wick here, right, which means it's taking out all these buyers here, right, because there are people that will be buying at this level, right, because if you look at this zone itself, right, this is our demand, right, on NZD JPY. If you look closely here, right, the retail way of trading is basically like, this is a resistance which has been broken, right? Resistance broken, so it becomes a support, right? So maybe this will happen, right? It comes down, take out all the buyers early, right? And then gives you a wick, and then it just pump, right? So something like this could happen. But we'll see what NZD JPY is going to do. But for me personally, I want to see it break and then it retrace, then we can start selling, because it's based on the hour 4. Right, this is our one and only supply level, right, our last supply zone here, right, it's already tapped in and we want to take this full range TP, like for example, right, we get somewhere here, right, TP we target to this low, all right, TP we target to this low, right, let's say our stop, because the stop is going to be very tight for sure, right? Let's say we have something like this. Let's say we just give it all the way to this top, right? We have like what, a 31 pip stop, a risk reward ratio of 1 to 6.69, a total TP of 212 pips, right? So that's what we are looking for. Okay, we want to get the maximum TP out of it. Okay, so if we give us something like that, then I would say luck is on our side, right? So we'll just see how this goes. All right. Okay, Euro UAD is dumping at the moment. So like I said, I want this to break below, candle closing below, and then break above, breaking this high. All right. Gold is definitely something we won't be able to get for today, right? So GBP USD, maybe there's an opportunity, maybe, right? Guys have any questions? Anything that any of you guys, maybe you don't understand what I was trying to explain to you guys. If you guys don't understand it, right, feel free to just comment. All right, give me your comment and I will help you guys out. All right, don't be afraid. All right, don't be shy. All right, just tell me, ask me anything that you want to ask, and I'll guide you guys from this live stream, right? At the end of the day, I just want you guys to learn something out of it, right? And then of course, you can, trade on your own, and not just to rely on people, all right? The good thing about it is if let's say you understand what you're looking at, like you understand how to read the chart, how to figure out the direction of the chart, right? If you're good at that already, right? And let's say, when I give my analysis or I tell you my analysis, right? And if it correlates with yours, if it's the same as yours, then which means whatever you are seeing is what I'm seeing, right? So definitely you will improve from there. Right? At the end of the day, we are here to help you guys out, to make sure that you guys can fully trade by yourself, right? Just don't be people that out there that is just fully 100% depending on signals. All right, I'm not saying that depending on signals you can't earn, right? You can profit just depending on signals, but if you can trade on your own, right? Like GBP USD, I'm pretty sure the channels out there are focusing a lot on gold every day. It's gold signal, right? But if let's say gold on the day, you are taking all the losses, right? And if let's say you know the trick on how to read the chart, maybe you can look at GBP USD, Euro AUD, right? You can look at all these currency pairs, and then maybe there's an opportunity, right? Like yesterday, GBP USD, I called it here. Day before, I called it here. A very minor profit, right? But it hit BE before the dump, right? So this one, it took me, I think about almost an hour to hit the full TP, right? Almost an hour, about 45 minutes to an hour to hit the full TP, right? So if you guys can do that, then definitely you are improving, right? Okay, at the moment, Euro UAD, we are looking at this dump, right? We just want to see this candle closing below. When this happens, then obviously it's a good sign for us, all right? Let's just look at Euro AUD for now, see how this guy is going to go. You guys have anything to ask me? Anything that you guys don't understand about? Any pairs, specific pairs that you want me to look at for you guys? Today we don't have any news for the US, right? Basically, these ones are all this medium impact. Right, we want to focus on the red color folders. All right. So tomorrow, obviously, we will have the unemployment claims, right? As expected, right? Why I say so is because every Thursday, US will announce this unemployment claims. At the same time, tomorrow at 8:30, we have this advanced GDP, and at 10 o'clock, we have this pending home sales for the US as well. Right, looking at this previous 3.4%, forecast at 2.5. You look at this usual effect, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Right, with this indication, it's showing it's bad for the currency. Right, so unemployment is 212 to 214, which is also bad. It need to be less than the forecast. Right, from the forecast and previous, we know that it's going to be bad for the US just based on this here. And pending home sales at 10 o'clock. Right, actual greater than forecast is good for currency, and this one as well shows it's bad for the currency. All right, so tomorrow we will have this news for the US, so we'll see how the US pair is going to react. All right, on Friday, right, this is what we want to look at. Right, see all this red folder, which is JPY. Right, the problem with this, with JPY, with the yen pair, why I said if we can get the trade in as soon as possible, we'll take it, right? Otherwise, then we will avoid it, right? Because we don't know how it's going to react, right? Because you look at this time frame here, right? This is tentative, right? It could start at 7:30, it could start at 10 o'clock, it could start at 11 p.m., 11 a.m., it could start at 12 p.m. or maybe in the evening. Right, we never know. We never know what time these news are going to release, right? Especially like for this BOJ policy rate, right? They are still maintaining at 0.1, right? They have been on 0.1 for how long, right? We just look at this, right? Okay, look at this. These are all 0.1, right? The orange one is the forecast, right? And the blue ones are the actual data. Right? We look at all this, it always remain the same. Right? It's always the same. It has never been above 0.1. Right? And it has been for quite some time already. Alright, let's see. Right, even the whole year here. Oh no, these are all at 0%. This is 0.1, right? No, this is negative 0.1. Sorry, right? So we look at this one here, right? This one here, it's this year's basically okay. Look at January here. January is at this level here, right? Negative 0.1. Right, March it gone up a little, right? Yeah, so March it gone up, right? All this while they have been on the negative, yeah, they've been on the negative, and last month they actually increased to, there was negative 0.1 and they came up to positive 0.1, and now they are still going to maintain at this positive 0.1, right? Which it might be good for the currency, it might be bad for currency, but anything if it's 0.1 and above, it's good for the currency. All right, and then we have this monetary policy statement, all right, which obviously there's no data, it's basically a speech, all right, and we have this outlook report as well. Right, basically all these three red folders on the JPY and this BOJ press conference, the 4 red folder is going to be a very strong impact to the yen pair this Friday. All right, so if NZD JPY we can get a trade by today or tomorrow before Friday, all right, maybe I would say before Thursdays, basically before tomorrow night, if we could get a yen pair trade, which is NZD-JPY, we can get something out of it, right? Then it will be very, very interesting for us. All right, because we could have, we could have hit TP before the BOJ release, right? So we'll see how this goes. But we don't rush into it, all right? Not let's just not rush into it. Let's just see how the market is going to present it to us. All right. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys ask me. All right. Because in 15 minutes time, I'll be ending my live. All right. So if you guys have anything, feel free to just ask me. Charisma, Charisma on YouTube. Thanks for everything. Yep, no problem. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope you managed to learn a thing or two, all right, from watching my live stream. All right. So if you have any questions, any pairs that you're looking for, feel free to just comment. Let me know, and I will just help you guys out. All right. Alright, so basically this 15-minute candle, if this candle closes, alright, then when this candle closes, I will be ending my live, alright? So if you guys have anything to ask me, feel free, alright? Just drop me a comment in the comment section, and I will help you guys with the best that I can, alright, to give you guys the answers that you guys are looking for. Alright? Right? In 5 minutes, I'll be ending my live. Yeah, in 5 minutes, I'll be ending my live. Alright guys, so I'll be ending my live. Alright, so like what I've told you guys, make sure you guys monitor how the chart is moving. Look for the confirmations, look for the direction that I've said, and actually guide you guys out on how to have it. Alright, so when you have the confirmation already, then that's when you start placing an entry. All right. Make sure that you guys don't rush in too early, too quick. All right. Make sure you get a confirmation first before you jump into to the trade. All right. So thank you guys once again for joining my live. All right, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Probably around the same time as today, about 7 p.m. or if I can make it at 8, then I'll do the 8 o'clock live. All right. So once again, thank you guys for joining my live, and I'll see you guys soon.